Hi class, welcome to your medical terminology course. This video is going to highlight how to get set up in your class and get things going. And so I'm also going to give you a course tour. I'm Ronna Kraus. I'll be your professor this semester. You can find out anything you want to know about me right here. You can see here my office hours. A couple things about contacting me. Definitely email me. Email me often. I will respond. If for some reason I haven't responded to you, sometimes I get a lot of emails and it might have fallen into the abyss. So definitely email me again. I'm only in my office on Tuesdays from 12 to 2, so calling me is not going to be your solution. Email is always going to be your solution. If this office hours don't work for you and you would like to meet with me and set up a different time, happy to do that. You just need to contact me. One thing that's really important when you're contacting me, please put your course title and number, which you can find right here. That way I know where to go with questions. I teach a lot of classes, and if I have to email you back and say, what class are you in? We lose time in solving your problem, right? So here's my info. Let's go into syllabus and schedule. This is your gold right here. You need to know, what are my policies? What are my conditions of being in this course? What is your schedule going to look like? Please, I encourage you to print this out so you always know your due dates. I also post images of this schedule on the outside of your weekly folder. This will help you track your time. You will find in a class as heavy as this, tracking your time and managing yourself is going to be key to your success. Let's next go into course resources. This basically is an area where you can go to see if you can get help with something that you need help with. Ideally, I'd like you to be your own steward. It is quite often that I will get an email and I'm like, well, did you look in course resources, or if that information's in your syllabus? So I prefer you to investigate on your own. Can you solve your problem? I've been teaching this class for a long time, and so I've tried to put all of those helps out there. And so my goal is that you can also help yourself. It saves me time, it saves you time, you feel empowered. I feel like I get less emails. So I'm going to show you how to register for Connect. Don't worry about that. Here's a Connect help folder. 99% of your courses is in Connect, which I'll show you in 1 second. If you needed troubleshooting with Connect, basic troubleshooting, running your compatibility test, which you'll do in your orientation, this type of stuff, quick setups, videos on why I do what I do and how to use it the best, that's all right here. Okay, so take some time here. In addition, under course resources, I have CTE skills. So for this course, you'll see a tab right here. You are going to register with CTE Skills. CTE Skills offers videos, anatomy and physiology videos. They're super cool. And you can watch these videos in conjunction with the chapters that we study. And I'll show you that real quick. But this is very, very important. I cannot stress enough, because at least 15 students mess this up every semester, and it takes about 2 to 3 weeks to fix it. You have to register for CTEs correctly. They will charge you, but I already bought your account, okay? So what is really, really important is when you click on CT Skills, you're going to register. You're going to go straight to the registration page. You need to register with an existing organization. You can click here to get your registration code. Here is your registration code. That is what you put in. So your existing organization is the College of Western Idaho, and here is your registration code. Okay, and then you fill it out from there. Once you do that, you create your account under me. I get an email to say you've done it correctly. If you do it incorrect and then go back and try to fix it, you've already burned your email, because you've told CTE Skills that someone exists with that email and you can't register again. This is something I cannot fix. Only CTE Skills can fix it, and it usually is a 2 to 3 week turnaround on that. So you will know that you have registered correctly if you went under CT Skills. Now it's going to push right through for me, because once you set this up, it'll push right through for you. Let's let Blackboard think about what it's doing. Here I am. Even though it's the old email, don't, use your EDU E1. But you sign in, You'll see where it says register now. That's where you would have registered your account, and look at all that you see. It says already purchased courses, and we have all of these videos in here. The awesome thing is, for those of you who are in A&P, I also have some A&P videos for you. So this might help give you a little bit of a leg up if you're struggling with an area. So feel free to look through all of these videos. I have all different kinds in here. Some we use, some we don't. But why not have more if we can have more, right? Okay, so let's go back to Blackboard and let's go back into your class. Now, we are going to go to weekly folders. Okay, I cannot stress, this class is a Carnegie Credit class. This means every single week you will spend about 7 to 9 hours on this course material. The course material is designed to help you meet that goal. Okay, so think about your week. You can see right now I have weeks 1 and 2 available to you to begin to do. So you think about your week and think about how it's laid out. Your first week, you only have one due date right here. From here on out, though, you will have 2. You will have items due on Wednesday and you will have items due on Sunday. Now, I realize that maybe you work 24-hour shifts on Monday and Tuesday. That means you have exactly 1 week to figure out the best way for you to complete your work in the course by your due dates. Okay. When we go into week 1, you're going to do your second next step in this class. You are going to register for Connect. So how do you do that? You go straight to this LearnSmart right here. Once you click on this, it's going to prompt you to set up your McGraw-Hill account. You do not need an access code. This comes with your class. They're already linked. You just need to set it up with your CWI email and whatever password you choose. Once you do that, this is the beautiful thing that will happen. Every time you hit a Connect assignment, now I'm the faculty member, right? So it's not going straight to how it looks for you because it looks like a preview for me. You will go straight into Connect every single time after you do this first initial setup. Okay, so no access code, your CWI email, your password that you create, and you will log in straight every time. So your first 2 things you're doing in this class besides, well, I guess your first thing was watching this video. The second thing is you're registering for CTE skills. The third thing is you're setting up your Connect. All of your weeks will look largely like this. I tell you what we're working on that week. I will always have some videos for you. If I can embed them, I will. Like you can see, these are embedded. If I'm not capable of embedding them, there might be a link. CT skills is harder for me to embed those videos, and so likely I will just put a link there for you to be able to access the videos. I'll always put a PowerPoint up here. It's not a narrated PowerPoint. I think narrated PowerPoints are largely boring, and when we're talking midterm, someone talking to you on a PowerPoint presentation is not fun. And so that's why I do the videos, because I think that they're more enjoyable for the students. But PowerPoints can be helpful to you in studying the material. A LearnSmart is an interactive textbook. And so every single week you're assigned a chapter that covers material through this interactive textbook. You will learn a little bit about that when you do your Connect orientation right here. You will always see that you have pieces that you will be working on in conjunction with that LearnSmart. So one thing that's important to see here is that your week is actually set up exactly how I think you should do it. You should always do your LearnSmart first. This is like you reading the textbook. This was me saying, I'm actually just going to give you points for reading your textbook. Now you're going to answer questions along the way because I'm not going to waste your time. I'm going to make it useful to you, right? You can get 100% on every single LearnSmart there is. It's a piece of cake in the sense that if you get it wrong, you'll get to revisit it. Don't try to game it though. LearnSmarts are interactive and they respond to you. So if you just try to keep guessing what you think an answer is, or if you just try to click through, it says, wow, this person doesn't know this information at all. I'm going to start them way at the beginning. So where I set up a LearnSmart to take maybe an hour, if you try to click through, it'll take you 2. So just do your best. Think of it as I'm studying. And I tell you, people who just take their time and they do their Learn Smarts and they do their activities, they're the ones who get the A's in my class. Your Connect activities are set up in order. You will begin to see it in beginning with chapter 3, which I'll make another video for that. Your week will take on a semblance of similarity, and then all your weeks will be similar from there. But right now, what you're doing is you are registering for CT Skills, you're registering for Connect, and you are completing chapter 1 for your first week, and you are ready to go. As you can see here, your grades are listed right here. This course does have weighted grades. I would encourage you to look in your syllabus to determine how weights will fall, because sometimes I know it can be confusing with points versus weights. I'm going to take you into Grade Center since there's no grades yet. You might see a student's name or two, but the one thing that you'll see here is you'll see you have columns: current weighted grade, exam weighted grade, quizzes weighted grade. So you will know at all points in time exactly how your weights live, right? So you're going to be able to monitor your progress. Last but not least, I want to show you this audio glossary. This audio glossary looks like an assignment. It is not. It's just the only way I can put it in here. And you see, like, it's due in 21. So the audio glossary is a pronunciation of every single word in your chapter. You will be tested on pronunciations, and when we get into week 3, we're going to do team pronunciations, which I'll explain when we get a little closer. But this is just a great resource for you to be able to look up words. It'll look different for you. I'm going to go ahead and just preview it so you can kind of see. You can look up any words that you want. It also gives you the definition of the words. So if you come by this in your abdominoplasty, oh, well, I'm not sure, how do I say that? You can play it. You can't hear it because I'm making a recording as it's trying to play, but this is what it'll look like, right? And then you can see. You can click up here if you wanted to type in a word that you didn't know, and you can also look through here. So this is going to be a great resource to you. I highly encourage you to use it. Okay, so I think that covers welcoming you to the class. If you have questions, please feel free to email me. Make sure that if you're going to email me with questions that you've actually looked through course resources and then you've read your syllabus. That make sure you're not asking me questions I've already answered. And I hope you have a great first week.